What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Average Joe Dividends YouTube channel. If you've been following this journey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Also hit the like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Getting paid just for owning stocks. This is what dividend investing is all about. And today, this is my weekly buy video. What I'm doing right now is every Monday morning, I am depositing $250 my own money per week, and I'm letting the portfolio do the heavy lifting for me going forward. All dividends received are being reinvested back into the stock from which it was received. My goal is to put this money to work for me in the long term to build a growing and reliable income stream. I am a long-term buy and hold investor who focuses primarily on individual blue chip stocks as well as ETFs and CEFs. And right now what we are looking at is my M1 stock brokerage account. And we'll just take a look real quick here at the 1 year performance of it. Up 13.79%. We'll go back to last quarter, up 2.43. For last month, 0.74. And the last week, this is from my last video, we're up 0.29%. And I have my portfolio divided into three different slices here by ETFs. I have a main dividend portfolio, and then later I added 18 more companies to it, and you can see my allocations to it. And this morning when I did my deposit, this slice was underweighted, so this is where all of the money went with the exception of one dividend drip, and that was where I'm reinvesting back into that stock. So let's take a look at the activity log. I'm going to show you what I bought, because I know when I first started getting into individual stock investing, I really was looking for ideas of what to buy and when. And M1 does take some of that guesswork out of it. I've found that pretty much what a lot of times what I'm buying is what a lot of other YouTubers are suggesting, and in my opinion it's pretty good advice. So let's take a look at the 16 buys where my 251.98 went to. And first up was medical properties for $23.27. Then Procter & Gamble at $27.74. Home Depot $7.04. Coca-Cola $6.38. Walgreens $4.67. Honeywell $6.70. And here was the main buy. Last week Black Hills took a dive, I think, on earnings, and this looks like this is the biggest buy of this week. Black Hills $78.25. OHI $15.84. Johnson & Johnson $15.73. Kellogg's $3.25. Leggett & Platt $12.18. Pfizer $10.63. Amgen $20.25. Kimberly-Clark $6.22. American Express here is at dividend drip. Just reinvested that back into the stock from which it was received. And last up, McDonald's $11.82. And the next thing I'm going to show is what the impact was of these buys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my holdings tab, and what it does is it shows a listing of all of my holdings from largest to smallest. And what I'm going to do is, you can see there's 78 positions. I'll put a link below to the M1 pie so you can see my slices and everything within it. And I'm also going to jump to a tracking sheet really quick. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab this data here, and because what I've done is with these buys is I've updated the number of shares I own in 16 companies is changed, and also my cost basis has changed, and I like to track that. So I grab the data from here. I'm just going to do a simple copy, and we're going to paste this into this Google Docs sheet. And this is the first tab, shows my dividend portfolio with all of my positions. But I'm going to go first to actually, let's go down here real quick. I'm going to show you. I'm going to hard code this in real quick. This is my current monthly average cash flow. So the average of what this portfolio pays per month right now is at 773.33. Some months it's more, some months it's less. With this portfolio, the first and second months of each quarter pay the least, and the third month, which is March coming up, is going to pay the most because most companies pay their dividend um, at the end of the each quarter. So let's jump over to the M1 data tab. I'm going to go over there. M1 data tab's right there. What I'm going to do is, remember I copied that data from M1 Finance, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste special this all into one column, values only. And all this sheet does is, with this very unorganized, it's a one column paste. And all I'm going to do is I'm lining up the shares for each position and the cost. And I'm just doing a VLOOKUP then against each of the ticker symbols to pull the shares and cost. And it's going to update it over here on my, let's see here. Right here on this page, and we can see that the monthly cash flow average has changed because my next dividend payment amount has updated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry this 77 or 774 and a quarter, and I track this kind of like a ledger of the changes to my monthly cash flow, because it's kind of I think it's useful to see these changes and track them. Like there is a big hit to those of you who own JEPI know that they lowered their dividend from 57 cents to 44 cents, and this was the impact in the change to my monthly income, a drop of over $29. So this one, let me go back, 774 and a quarter. So I'm going to type that in over here, and we'll see what the impact was with this $250 invested, along with the American Express dividend drip. So this increased my monthly income by 92 cents going forward. That's, of course, if these companies maintain their dividend and don't cut it. And I'm going to show you next another tab here. This is my dividend tracker tab. I've been tracking this portfolio and doing videos since January 2021. You can see the portfolio value has grown. We're just over $200,000 here. And what I've done is, you can see my dividend history, and here's the dividends received so far in February. I'll show you that real quick. So once I receive them, I put them here, and this is that amount over here, with JEPI being the largest one that was received. So I track the dividends by year. You can see we're already ahead of all the dividends of 2021, and we're only in February. You can see we've already surpassed that, and the dividends, we're going to crush the dividends in 2022 by the end of 2023. And I've been tracking the average monthly dividend because, like I said, like January, February are going to be a lower paying months for dividends, and March is going to be the biggest. So what I do is I add those up, divide by 3, and get a monthly average. And I've been tracking that since May 2021. You can see that's gone up and up, and it would have been going up if I hadn't have added ETFs like JEPI into the portfolio. I predict SCHD in March is going to drop its dividend from the dividend in December. So there's going to be a potential, I'm predicting in March, it's going to be another drop. That's okay because in the first part of the year, it seems like JEPI and SCHED, they pay a lower dividend. Then in the third and fourth quarter, they seem to increase it, especially the fourth quarter. So I'm more concerned about the total of the dividends paid for the year. So even though there will be some variability within my cash flow per the month, really concerned. I want my dividends to be increasing year over year. And we'll go here, and you can see the deposits here. I In 2021 I wasn't contributing nearly as much, and I kicked it up a little bit, and then I really kicked it up when I had equity in a home that I no longer own. I had to deploy that somewhere, and that is what was going on here, and really kick-started this portfolio. You can see some basic graphs here of just the average monthly dividend and dividends by quarter and dividends by year. So that's all I'm doing right here. So if you got any value from this video, please click the like button and subscribe. I just went over 1,000 subscribers, and I can't believe it. So thank you to everyone who has been watching this journey, and everyone have a great week, and everyone take care.